Hey guys, it's Rachel from Lorraine Lamb, and today I'm doing the Booktube Watching Tag. This tag was created by Harriet Rosie, and if I'm looking down or over, I'm looking at my notebook where I wrote down some of the answers, and my phone, which I'm looking at the questions on. So basically I'm going to get into the tag. So the first question is, how many channels are you currently subscribed to? So I don't know if this is supposed to be exclusively Booktube, because I do subscribe to makeup people, DIY, lifestyle vloggers, and booktubers. There's a very big variety of people I subscribe to. So right now I'm currently subscribed to 164 channels, and I'm currently always almost a week and a half behind my subscription. I put all my videos in history, so I go through them so they don't delete, so I can see stuff, but I'm always behind because some weeks people just post really long videos, other weeks I can get by really quick if they're shorter videos. And I also subscribe to certain talk shows, so I get clips from those that I watch, so that takes up some time. 2, when do you normally watch Booktube? I normally watch Booktube while multitasking, really any YouTube while multitasking. If I'm cleaning my room, making my bed, I'm doing my skincare, making food. Really, I try to fit in as much as possible if I'm doing my planner for the week or prepping videos. Really almost any activity where I don't need to fully concentrate. Booktube's the best for certain tasks too, especially if you're watching book reviews or book tags or book hauls, because you don't have to completely be focused on the person. Like if you're watching a vlogger and they're like going somewhere and you're seeing stuff, like you can listen and it's really nice and soothing. 3, how do you balance Booktube watching, reading, and making your own videos? So this is a little bit of a, it's not too bad I don't think for me, because I watch Booktube videos while, for example, getting ready to film my own videos. The Booktube videos give me inspiration. For example, tags. I saw this tag, somebody else did this tag I watched. And that gave me, content to put up by doing this tag that this person created. And then I film. So like right now I'm trying to just film 2 days a week and trying to film a few videos, trying to always be a little bit ahead just in case I have those weeks where I don't feel like filming. But I don't find it too bad because I'm not a person who takes a lot of cuts. I know some people have more cuts, but even if I stumble over my words, I typically keep it in. I know I say a lot too. So, and like, yeah, then I go so, like that. So that doesn't take me time. Like, I don't edit it too fanciful. Like, I'm just, it's just, this is my hobby. I'm not going to spend oodles of time because I think the content's more valuable than me taking longer to edit it. And this is like a diary for me. So, yeah, that's probably why. But not too bad. It's not a bad balance. Like sometimes I prefer to watch more, sometimes I prefer to make more. Is there a difference between videos you like watching and videos that you like making? So yes, there definitely is. So the videos I like making, the videos I love watching are tags, but I really hate making tags. Besides ones like these where I'm not pulling out a million things, because I pull out all these books and then I have them on my floor and then I have to put them away, which is not too bad, but it's just like also there's so many cuts because I have to hold the book, then I have to get the question, like it's just a lot going on. But then on the other side, there's not really any videos I don't like watching. Some reviews maybe, but that's because I'm not interested in the book. But I definitely like ones more where I'm discussing more instead of grabbing a million things, besides hauls, because usually they're all already in a box. But yeah, basically the difference is I just don't like, it's when it comes to editing more, so I don't like taking so many cuts. Typically in a 10-minute video of mine, I cut it maybe 3 times, and that might just be because I phrased something twice and I didn't know which one sounded best. 5, who was the first booktuber you subscribed to, and do you still watch them? So I have 2. One was Al Fowler, who had a channel, Al's Glitter Gossip, I believe is the exact channel name, but her main channel is Al Fowler. She just got back to making videos. She took a hiatus a bit, which was really sad because she's one of those makeup gurus, vlogger, booktuber type people that I was watching, and a lot of people started watching her videos. She did glitteratures, and I still enjoy her content to this day. She doesn't really do book stuff anymore, but definitely one of the first. The other one was Reading with Pugs, and that's Jen who does that, and I still love her videos. She still posts videos. She does a lot of coloring videos too. And yeah, I just really still love her content, and she's one of the only other booktubers who reads Ellen Hildebrand that I watch. 6, who is the most recent booktuber you subscribe to? That's Literary Gladiators, and I predominantly found this channel because the one guy, Josh, he creates all these tags that have to do with food and books, and they're really good, and I really enjoy that content, so I subscribed so I could keep up with that and his other content. 7, share an old favorite booktuber. So basically, number 5, I shared 2, so I'm just gonna conclude those because those are the oldest people I'd been watching. Like the oldest channels, not the oldest people. You know what I mean. 8, share a new favorite booktuber. So my new favorite booktuber is April from Getting Hygge With It. I hope I didn't mispronounce that. I just started watching her a few months ago, I believe. Maybe it was almost a year. It just doesn't seem like that long, and I really like, she's been doing an Everyday May, I believe is what she's calling it. She's been posting every day, and I really enjoy her vlogs. I really enjoy how genuine she is, and she reads, she doesn't read YA, which I've kind of ventured away from YA, so I find her content and the books she reads more interesting to my new tastes. 9, what is one of your BookTube pet peeves? So one of my biggest BookTube pet peeves is probably the fact that there isn't a lot of, and this is nothing really too much harping on the community in general, but I feel like there's not a lot of people reading different books. It might just be the people I'm subscribed to, but I've even found since I'm not even reading YA as much, my engagement is way lower because there's not a lot of people who read general fiction just on BookTube, like consistently, and not just YA, which there's nothing wrong with reading YA. Don't get me wrong, I just kind of grew out of it. I've been reading YA since I was 10. I'm turning 23 this summer. That's 13 years, and before I even hit high school, like from 10 to 13, I read so much. Even in high school, I was reading close to 100 books a year. Like, I was reading so much, and it's like, I feel like I've read everything I want to read in that section. I feel comfortable to move on. I've always been moving really quick for reading, so like this is like my final destination, but there's so much in general fiction to explore. There's so many different genres, and I just feel like I wish BookTube had a bit more not diversity in picks per se, but diversity in the genres we choose and the books we choose, because I watch a lot of channels sometimes where I haven't even heard of the book and nobody else has talked about it on BookTube but that person, which is pretty cool. But I feel like we talk about almost the same books over and over again, and I fall prey to this because when I do tags, I typically talk about the same books over and over again because they fit those categories perfectly. But just when everybody's reading and doing the same thing, it's great because it has a sense of community, but for me right now, I feel like on the fringes of it. So it's more of a pet peeve for me right now because I am reading a different genre of books, or a different section of books, and doesn't make mine better, doesn't make theirs worse. Like, it's just, I just wish there was more exploration. I feel like BookTube is very like, we all know what's coming out, so we just grab that because that's what's familiar, but I just want to see like different stuff. I want to be interested, and I really want, I don't know, maybe it's just because there's lots of people who read YA, which is completely fine, on BookTube, and there's not as many, I feel like people just read general fiction. I mean, if I do call it adult fiction, I just mean because teen YA, adult, you know. But yeah, that's kind of a pet peeve, but then again, it's not a super pet peeve because I'm just happy people are reading, generally, because I love reading and collecting books and stuff like that. Just I wish there was a few more channels, kind of like maybe what I'm going through right now when I'm kind of transitioning out of YA predominantly. Like, I do read a bit of YA still, and I still have some that are unread on my shelf, so I'm definitely going to try to get to. But, you know. And then number 10, I'm just going to have to turn on my phone again because I had on low power mode and it turned off me. 10, what have you learned from watching other booktubers? So what I've learned from watching other booktubers, so I have some booktubers that are reading a lot of nonfiction books, and they introduce me to new ideas and new concepts, and then I want to read those. And I think BookTube is just, in general, when I look, like, I know I don't have, you know, super creative content. I kind of follow the herd when it comes to content, but not necessarily the books that I fill in the content, if that makes sense. But BookTube, what I've learned is to keep exploring different avenues. It helps me with new ideas. It helps me see different perspectives, not just perspectives in books, but perspectives of different YouTubers and different booktubers that have gone through different experiences in their lives, especially when they have a little bit more of a personable side on their channel where you can see their true self, not just like me talking right now about BookTube. So kind of that's what I've learned. I've kind of learned not to be scared to say what I'm interested in, because some people, like on BookTube, for example, some people really love romance books, and romance books have such a stigma towards them that's stupid. but there is a stigma there, and we can all admit that. And the fact that they're not as scared to say, you know what, I love this, or even Twilight, which gets a lot of flack, like people saying, I love that. Like, I think that's just great to be proud of what you love and find the people that love that. That's something I really like. And 11 was to tag other booktubers, but I don't know who's done this tag. I need to look up more of these because I find more of this tag because I find them very interesting. So if you haven't done this and watch my channel and nobody tagged you, just like myself, I urge you to do this tag. I'd love to see it. Definitely let me know if you guys end up doing it, or if you've watched a really good one that you think I should look out for. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.